Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about Chinese government scholarship, and we will also discuss some of the scholarships which are being offered in China, such as CSC Scholarship, CAS-TWAS Scholarship, and Provincial government scholarships such as the Beijing government scholarship, Shanghai government scholarship, and Nanjing municipal government scholarship. So we have also conducted the seminars in Dawood University of Science and Technology in Pakistan and also in Qajar University so far, and we are planning to conduct some more seminars in some different universities across Pakistan this summer. So if you want us to come to your university and give you the idea about how you can apply for different scholarships abroad, then you are free to contact us at our admin panel. So for this video, let's get started. So there are actually three to four different kind of big scholarships being offered by Chinese government, out of which the first one is Chinese Government Scholarship, also known as CSC Scholarship. This particular scholarship is being offered to bachelor, master's, and Ph.D. degree students. And after that, we have the CAS-TWAS program, which is offered by the USTC and the CAS-TWAS professor members, actually the professors who are the members of CAS and TWAS programs. So the stipend is pretty much high. That is around like 7,000 to 8,000 RMB per month, which is extremely high stipend across all scholarships being offered in China. So after that, we have different kind of provincial government scholarships, which are such as the Beijing government scholarship, Nanjing and Shanghai government scholarship. We also have Shandong government scholarship, Xiamen government scholarship, and there is a list of different scholarships being offered by provincial governments. So if you want separate links for each of these scholarships and you want to apply for these scholarships and if you want to learn the procedure, then I will leave the links for individual scholarships in the description of this video, and you can check it out later. So besides just these 3-4 scholarships, there are some more scholarships offered by the university itself. For example, if we talk about Nanjing University or Shanghai University or Beijing University, then those universities are also offering their own scholarships. So actually they are sponsoring your education, they are giving you some funds, and they are also giving you free education with accommodation on their own expense. So that means you can actually apply for those scholarships as well. And I will also leave the link in the description below for those scholarships as well. And for most of these scholarships, you don't need GRE exam, you don't need IELTS exam or any other kind of exam to apply for this scholarship. So let's get started. Outline of this presentation will be why you wish to study in China. What are your options? As I explained earlier, that you have different kind of, or you can say like variety of scholarships available in China. So I think this actually answers your question. And after that, we'll discuss the application procedures for Chinese scholarship types. We'll specifically discuss CSC scholarship application procedure, and I will give you the links for the other Chinese government scholarships, and later I will tell you if you have any scholarships available for MBBS programs or not, and I will give you a brief link of admission and scholarship applications. So why China? These are some of the reasons which you can read in front of your screen right now, that why you actually choose China to study for your next degree program. I will highlight some of these ones. The first one is the Chinese universities' rankings are pretty much higher as compared to the other global universities. Secondly, you are being given free education with free accommodation, life insurance, and monthly stipend to live in there. So I think it's a good option to consider. And after that, if you learn Chinese language while studying in China, then there are the options for you to start working in China after you complete your education. So these are some of the benefits. And beside that, if you are a student and if you are interested to earn some more money while you study in China, then you can also apply for the work residence permit at your university that you actually want to work somewhere else. And then the university will give you the work permit. Based on that, you will actually do some part-time jobs at some different restaurants, or maybe you can teach English to the kids, to Chinese kids, or you can work somewhere else wherever you find a job in China. But obviously, you have to speak a little bit of Chinese language to find that kind of jobs. So if you hold Csc 4, which is a Chinese language exam certification, then obviously I think it will be much easier for you to find a good job. So what are your options? As I explained earlier, there are more than 15 scholarship options in China waiting for you. I have written here 15 scholarship options in China because these 15 scholarships are actually very high-class scholarships. And those include the CSE, CAS-TWAS, provincial government scholarships, which are many based on the provinces, and university-sponsored programs. Besides that, we also have a Confucius Scholarship and Jasmine Jiangsu Government Scholarship program. So these are actually offered to bachelor program students, master degree level, or Ph.D. degree level students. And even sometimes it is being offered to the language and exchange program students for a semester or two. So I explained earlier that I will leave links of these scholarships in the description of this video, which are the municipal government scholarships of various provinces. And then we also have some Belt and Road Initiative scholarships, and the stipend of this scholarship is almost the same as of that of Csc Scholarship. Then we have university-sponsored scholarships as well. After that, CAS-TWAS Scholars Program and Confucius and Jasmine Jiangsu Scholarship Program. I will also add one more scholarship which came into my mind just right now, and that is the Peking Government Scholarship, which is Schwarzman Scholarship Program, to be specific. So this scholarship program is being offered for the semester of beginning on the September of every year. So if you are interested to apply for this scholarship program, then you can also consider that. So let's specifically talk about Chinese Government Scholarship, which is also known as CSE Scholarship. And this particular scholarships are provided to BS, MS, and PhD degree program students. And to be noted that this scholarship is actually being offered by more than 270 Chinese universities. So there are actually three mediums to apply for this scholarship. Number one is Category A. So while you will start filling your application form for CSE Scholarship, you have to first select the category. There are three categories. The first one is Category A, and this category is for those students who are actually applying from their country to the channel of their Higher Education Commission or the Ministry of Education or the Chinese Embassy located at their country. So you only have to select Category A in case if you are applying through these kind of channels. The Category B is for those international students who wish to apply for this scholarship directly at the Chinese university. So if you are submitting an online application form at Chinese university's website and you are filling the Chinese scholarship form separately on Chinese scholarship website, then that means you have to select Category B. And Category C is for different other programs like the exchange programs, and if the person is actually coming through some reference of some other ministry or the nominating agency, then they can select it. But most of the times, most of the students are applying directly to the Chinese university, so they have to select Category B while initiating their CSE Scholarship application form. As I explained, the Chinese government scholarship, which is CSE for BS programs, is actually offered in more than 30 universities, and they offer free education, 2,500 monthly stipend, which is Chinese RMB, and free accommodation with language courses. And then there are some scholarships for there are some CSE scholarships for MS and Ph.D. students, which are actually being offered in 243 and 251 universities. Free education, 3,000 for MS and 3,500 for Ph.D. program students. And free accommodation is common, and free language and other benefits are common for both of these. So, yeah, this is the most common question being asked from us at different platforms, that if you can apply for multiple universities at the same time. So yes, you can apply for 3 universities at the same time. So let's talk about CAS-TWAS Scholarship. This is the highest paid scholarships being sponsored by USTC China. So 60 plus seats were actually won by Pakistani students last year, so you can definitely calculate your chances. That means, like, if you are good enough, if you have some publications already in the SCI journals, then you have a really good chance to win this scholarship. But the only problem with this scholarship is that the acceptance letter from the professor of USTC is mandatory, because you need an invitation letter to apply for this scholarship. Because for this specific scholarship, you will submit a scholarship application form, and also your supervisor, who is inviting you to his laboratory, will also submit an application form at his end. So it is very essential and mandatory for you to find a supervisor in USTC who is already a member of CAS-TWAS Scholars Program, so that he can actually initiate your application and invite you in his lab, so that you can actually win the scholarship and get the funding. So, as explained, acceptance letter for this particular scholarship is mandatory. But for CSE scholarship, you don't need an acceptance letter, but if you have it, then you have more chances. You can apply for multiple course programs. IELTS is not mandatory, and the application procedure is pretty much simple, which you can actually see in the link. I have compiled the links in the description of this video that explain the application procedures from start to beginning. So I'll give you a brief timeline about how to apply and when to apply and what are the deadlines. So from this timeline chart, you can see the time for you to apply to start emailing professors at the Chinese universities begins from September to December. Even sometimes, if you're lucky enough, you can get acceptance letter from professors even at the month of January and February as well. So if you are if you want to start your documentation and you want to get an acceptance, so these are the essential months for you to start working. And then the second phase is the application beginning. So most of the universities start their application procedures from December. If I quote the university right, that is the Harbin Institute of Technology, that begins its CSE applications at the beginning of December. But all other universities open their CSE scholarship applications by the end of February for sure. So from the month of March to April, the deadlines of the universities begins to start, because the deadlines actually vary from university to university, but on an average, the deadline for CSE scholarship for all 200 plus universities in China is I think 30th of April each year. So you have to submit your documents before that period. And after that, in case you don't get a positive reply from a university, then you have the option to apply for other provincial government scholarship programs or university scholarship programs. So those particular scholarships have extended deadlines for up to July. So that means if you are not lucky enough to win a CSC scholarship, then you still have a chance to apply for the provincial and university-sponsored scholarship programs by the end of July. And by the end of August and September, the admission procedures begins, and then you have to start your new semester by the end of September in any of the university you get admitted in. So this is all about the Chinese government scholarship. I hope you liked this video. If you have any questions, you are free to discuss in our Facebook group. And if you have any query, then feel free to write in the description of this video. And I hope the people who already won the scholarship will answer you, or we will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.